play me. Don't play with me. Do I have quality ass or no? I do. Very fine. Good. Very swell.
Yes?
Well, that certainly was quite the ring. Wonder why he was green first. That's weird to me.
Let's see.
Yeah, who knows? I think we're done here.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage.
I just want to go deliver shit to the goblin. But I don't want to fuck the quest up. Okay. Look at you there. Yeah, 4 fully fledged ass bollocks. Hmm? Look at him brooding over not being included. What a man. Fucking elven squirts. Is that in the bot, by the way? Is there a lot in the document I need to add?
Just give the word.
Hey, first try. You Fledority Wrangler, you. The thing is, would that weapon we saw that would attack more targets also apply auto ass to them? It's hard to tell.
Will do.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Let me in, Goblinoid Bumbagger, or whatever the name is. Someone's proud of that door animation. You see it every time. I suppose it's smart locking the door to your secret ass.
Though your legs ache and your stomach burns with hunger, you cannot help but feel a vague...
Oh boy, I brought a lot of meat for this man. Sure, there's so much in both of them that it is very likely you'll be seeing any repeat starts and ends. Document's huge. All 3 of them. I've been trying to prune some of it, but it's difficult. There's a lot. Right, Yod King.
Who is this? My strange flesh friends! Did they bring more meat? Ah, yes, they did! Forest goblins, he sees. Good flesh, nice and green. Power will be
How do you even know what a gob...
Here, take!
Oh, I have
Found
to...
in tunnels, but
Okay.
God King don't need. Now go! Find more meat for God King, more meat for
Okay, so
power.
I need to give them
God
60...
King will give
Oh, that's
treasure.
crap. Means we wasted a lot of it. Means we
Yes.
might not
Who
be
is
able to do
this?
the next one.
This flesh good. Very good. God King likes. Power will be pleased. Dark Beyond will not. God King thanks. God King very happy. Strange flesh people friends. Again, God King has treasure. Bring him more for final treasure.
Okay, that means we wasted a bunch. We need exactly... No, we don't. Actually, nice, okay.
Who is this? My strange flesh friends. Did they bring more meat? Ah, yes, they did. Huh. Ugh, what's this? Filthy, foul meat. Why bring? God King does not like. No, away. Come, come. God King has present. God King grateful for so much flesh. God King will not have to eat scions for years now. This is his thanks. It's a spoon. Found long time ago in depths of caves. God King used it to cook flesh. Helps the power. You will have it. Now go.
I'll tell
God
them.
King has no more treasures, but still needs meat.
I don't have a big pile of meat, God King, I'm sorry. Did that finish Power Hungry? Yes. Okay, so we have quite a lot of shit on old Tabar now. I say your die. He also says, Fucking nice. Free asses. Fucking taunt really isn't that great. It angers me somewhat. Fucking 20 points. That's us wearing our gear again. That I want, so That's a must. So is that. Everything else is negotiable. The taunt is nice, but it just feels like... All these fucking focus points. God damn. Attack the caster. That'll be crap damage regardless. Trying to figure out what I want to ask. Oh, that scales with strength. Scales with con, scales with... Good ass does need time. Attack power. Attack power. Okay, our damage just went up substantially still. That's nice. This is a bit sad though. We could make him all he does is taunt. Taunt and two auras. That'll be depressing though. Yeah, that scales with willpower. IDN. Right. Let's get to that. Ah, crap, I got that. I didn't mean to get that. Well, got a bunch of strength. He's not going to use it for anything. God damn it! Stop growling. God damn. Oh well.
Yes?
Don't you yawn at me, man.
Yes?
Meows.
What?
What is it, mate? Vacantism. Sure, fuck it. Sort this shit out. How are you, God man?
Really?
Nope.
Let's see.
Yes? What do strange flesh people want?
I think we'll be off now.
Goodbye, Gobbledokers. My export succeeded. That is pretty early for it to say, but sure. I will take it. Oh shit, I sneeze. I'm fine. we port to this just to go like this. More like Evershite.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars.
Mm-hmm.
What do we need?
I'm interested in that hits multiple targets thing. Actually, I'm not that interested in it, since I didn't get the Fang. Is that the mayor up there? What was the thing here? I didn't Google as well. Thing on a table glistening. Jeweler. Wish they'd given more nonsensical poems to that guy. What does this nonsensical poems?
Yes.
He was fine, man.
Got it. Interesting.
Code. Well, this isn't the mayor.
State your business.
Yo, 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 yo.
Whose house is that?
If you have to ask, you sure as heck don't belong here. Sod off.
I will not.
State your business.
Clara Farland sent me.
Huh. The description fits. Fine, go on in. Argyle is waiting for you.
Argyle. Alan. Alan Argyle.
As a free city, Everlight's leadership is not chosen by the right of blood, but elected by the town's nobility. The most recent mayor, Fulan Argal, has been in power for over 7 years now, and is known for his endeavors to drastically reduce crime.
What a champion.
Huh?
Yes, killer?
Now would you look at
How
that?
can I help you? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you should come here then. There most certainly is a pat for any boys arriving over here. Maybe also a rub.
Well, well, if it isn't the notorious betrayer's child. I always wondered what you look like. I had something different in mind. I'm Fulan Argal, mayor of Everlight. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Full on
But let
Argyle.
us cut to the chase, shall we? Clara has told me you're looking for an ally. One that can help you put an end to the bloodburn.
Yeah.
What else did she tell you?
Not much I didn't already know. Who you are, and your involvement in the Mage Wars. And before you say any more, I don't want to know.
You don't?
No. The less I know, the less dangerous our cooperation is for me. Also, I fully trust Clara's judgment. If she thinks you're worthy of our support, then so do I.
For a simple village mayor, Clara has a lot of friends in high places.
Simple village mayor. Is that who she is now? Amusing.
Well, who is she?
Someone who was once very powerful but decided to quit. That's all I can tell you without her consent.
Also very dumb running ahead.
So, can you help us?
I believe I can. Let me introduce you to the Wayfarers. Come on in. Tahar, this is Rowan, leader of the Wayfarers, one of the most able mercenary groups on EO.
Rohan?
Tahar. Tiara's breath.
I take it you were acquainted already?
This man used to be my father's right hand during the Mage Wars. He was the one who told him of my plans to leave the rebels.
Interesting.
Don't act so surprised, Argyle. You knew of my past. And you also know that I'm the only reason this war is over.
If I hadn't told the Crown of Asamo's attack on the keep, he would have won.
So yes, Tahar, you're right. I told Asamo about your betrayal. But ever since then, I've tried to repent.
Dot dot dot.
Look, you're angry, and after what I did, you have all the right to be. But this is not the time for discussion. You need an ally, and we're all you're going to get. So, please, let us just put this behind us, even if it's just for now. Let the Wayfarers help you.
Who in the blazes are the Wayfarers?
Mercenaries, as Argal said. I founded them right after the war.
Mercenaries?
Yes, but that's just how we pay for our shelter and our food. Most of the time, the Wayfarers are helping people. Refugees, farmers, homeless. We're protecting those who the Crown has forgotten.
Very poetic. And how do I know you're telling the truth?
He is.
Thanks. Look, Tahar, I know I messed up. I served a monster for over 6 years of my life. But I regret it. And I'm trying to make amends.
So you warned the Royal Army of the attack?
Yes. It took me some time to realize how rotten our movement had become. But when I did, I acted. Just like you. But please, I can tell you all about this, but not now, not here.
So, this army of yours, what can you offer?
Knowledge, tactics, swords. Whatever it is you and the Harbinger need to end the Bloodburn, we'll help you.
I can't afford an army of mercenaries. I'd have to ask the Purity for support first.
You don't. I will cover all the expenses.
You? Why?
As I said, I owe Clara. Also, it's not as if my wealth and my power protect me from the Bloodburn, do they? Clara has a lot of faith in you, and even though I'm skeptical about the Purity's involvement in your mission, I trust Clara's judgment.
Fine, but we'll have a lot to talk about, Rohan.
Yes, I know.
Well, that's settled then. But as much as I appreciate your presence, I would like you, Rowan, to hear, and your soldiers, to leave this city as soon as possible. An army the size of the Wayfarers will draw the Royal Army's attention sooner or later. And that's something neither of us want to happen.
You're right. Goodbye then, Argal, and thank you for your help.
It has been my pleasure.
But kicked out. Good thing I
Of
stole
the few
everything before talking
refugees
to
who
him.
make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage War.
I guess we have to talk about the elixir to the... God damn it.
As a free city, Everlight's leadership is not chosen by the right.
Well?
If it isn't the pariah, I didn't expect you back so soon. What do you need?
I'm here because I came across a victim of the Bloodburn. One of the farmers in the outskirts seems to exhibit symptoms of late-stage Bloodburn. I think it's best if your men look into that.
Bloodburn. I see. Thank you for reporting this to me. Learning more about this blasted disease is a difficult task. If more people were so quick to report the cases, we'd surely know more about it by now. Here's a small token of gratitude for your diligence. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, automate.
Interesting.
Nope, we can just go here. No, it's because we... yeah, it's still the same stream. Josh Brolin.
Tiara's breath. You haven't promised too much, Tahar. This place is incredible.
Just wait until you see it in action.
Just don't forget, we're here for a purpose.
I won't. I'll go talk to Flynn now. We need to find a good place to set up camp. And, if you want to talk, you know, about the past...
No ray guns.
Then feel free to come by.
In any case, with our new allies, we should be able to go look for the stones. Let's talk at the forge.
What kind of guy are you? Oh, an elementalist and white mage. No, Ustless. You're damn. Fucking block chance. Fucking melee. Dian Caudalile. God damn it. This is exactly the sort of stuff I wanted on my Dwayne. Now I'm just salty instead. You're gonna die. And most of this is point blank. I say ass. Got an elementalism robe as well for this bastard. Yes, boys. How can I help? Come here, then. Ten seconds. Hold on. Why does he have to do everything we did better? Huff. Obviously. Fucking block chance. Absolute scrotum. No. What, boys? Do you want the tap? Hold on. Are you in the market for a tap? Yep, she wanted the tap. Well, the reason I got dark magic was I wanted to do some point blank crappery, but this guy does all the stuff better, and he has a bunch of crap that increases his block, which was what I wanted. This is melee. I'm angered. What? You just had the tap. You have hiccups now. I'm so huffy that I might not bring him. Even though his shit is great. God damn it. This makes me angry. Let's go talk to what's his face. Hey, Architect Man arrived.
Well, well, Corporal. You didn't exaggerate. This place is beautiful. Thanks again for giving me this chance. So, let's talk about why you brought me here. I have spoken to some of your commanders, and I think my knowledge can help you. I will need some coin to cover the materials, but it will be affordable. Just let me know if you need anything. Yes? Yes?
Let me take a look at your designs.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
All this human garbage, yo. I'll have your fucking money, mate.
You know how to bargain, don't you?
Yeah. Gee, yuck, yuck. Commander Flynn looks worryingly like Anselm. I think it's about time this fucking thing up here dies.
Let's see.
Now look at that. The fabled Corporal.
Get it.
Good to finally meet you in person. I'm
Yuck,
Flynn,
yuck.
second in command of the Wayfarers. I have to say, for someone who only led a puny Nortander division once, you're doing quite a good job leading an army so far.
You didn't see
None
the,
of them saying
the
I
shit
could
at
do
all,
better,
Kill, mate.
but still. Anyway, have you come to arm our men? I strongly suggest you do so.
But you're armed already, aren't you?
Well, yes, with rusty swords and dented armors. I mean with proper equipment. If you give me the coin, I'll send out orders to my contacts in Everlight. It'll improve our strike force significantly.
Can you tell me more about you? Rowan seems to think highly of you.
As he should. What do you want to know?
So, what's your job in the Wayfarers?
Well, let's just say that I know a great deal of people. And I can also handle myself in a fight.
What did you do before the Wayfarers were formed?
Depends on how far before we're talking. I did some jobs here and there and then joined the military.
Some jobs?
Hey, Rouge.
So you were a baker? A bard?
Very funny. I was a mercenary.
And then you joined the Royal Army?
Yes. I was even part of the Wolf Guard for a year or so.
Really? How come we never met?
Because that was way before your time. I know I don't look it, but I'm quite some years ahead of you, Tahar. I served under General Noria, under Sentenza, before that disaster at the Iskander Fortress.
How come you left?
Well, there were a couple of reasons. In a nutshell, I didn't agree with some of the things Sentenza made us do. So I deserted, just like you.
Desert.
Anyway, after I left, I went back into the mercenary business for a while. Then the Mage War broke out, things went to shit, and I went into hiding. Finally, a year ago, I met Rowan, and he told me about his idea. I immediately agreed. Doing good while not being bound to uniforms, orders, and morning drills was something I'd always wanted to do. I simply didn't expect anyone else to share that vision.
I want to buy some better equipment for the Wayfarers.
Music to my ears. What did you have in mind?
I see how it is. Well, we're likely going to get RTS, so I'm going to get some tower upgrades.
Seems your men have made themselves comfortable.
Yeah, they have. There was a small disagreement between Flynn and the orcs, but we settled that, so it's all good now. But I'm guessing that's not what you came here for. You want to talk, right? About what I did 8 years ago?
Actually, I don't. The past is the past.
You... well, I'm not sure how to feel about this.
Wait, what?
Are you sure we shouldn't... I don't know, get this out of the way?
The hell? Why is that active? I don't own it. Appear to be bugged.
If you think it's necessary, fine. Actually, I just want to know if what you said in Everlight is true. Do you regret fighting in the Mage Rebellion?
The big question. I guess the answer is mostly yes and partially no. I do not regret standing up for what your father claimed to be fighting for. But what I do regret is not seeing what he really was earlier. Look, Tahar. Seeing Zane and Helena die. Thinking that the same would happen to you. It killed me. But back then, I was just too blind. I still believed your father was doing good, and that you three were misguided. You see, I joined Asamo because there was truth in his words. The masks, the pikes, all that hatred against us defilers that the purity of light is spreading now. It was all already there. The people always feared us, simply because we were different. Because we are better than they. Your father, he knew something like that would happen eventually. So he stood up and tried to stop it before it was too late. At least that's what he said. And to be honest, I still don't know if he only lost that vision, or had never had it to begin with.
I can't believe you're saying this. The reason the people hate us mages now is because of what my father did. He confirmed their fears for them by starting this goddamn war.
Oh, really? And what about all that shit that happened beforehand? The witch burnings, mages driven out of the cities, gifted children abandoned by their mothers.
Did you just say because we were better?
Yes, better. How else should I say it? We cast fire from our hands, heal wounds with a mere thought, so how would you call it? I call it superior. And the ungifted know it as well as we do. But does that mean that we want to kill them? No. We're not animals, we're people, just like they are. Only that we are the lions and they are the cats. We didn't choose to be that way, but it's what nature chose for us.
Get it?
I don't know. But to me, it sounds like you're still trying to justify what you did in that war.
That's where you're wrong. It's not all black and white, Tahar. And you of all people should know that. I know I made mistakes. And I've spent the past 7 years making amends. What else do you think the Wayfarers are for? Why else would I have left? And look, I do not expect you to forgive me. I don't even know if I could do it if I were in your
The
position.
greater good.
I remember that back in the rebellion, ancient relics such as the Godstones were your speciality. Is there anything interesting you could tell me about them?
Interesting? That depends on what you mean by that. I mean, it goes without saying that what this rune allows us to do is beyond fascinating. Apart from that, I could only tell you the things you already know. How both the Hibernians and the Shapers worshipped them and harnessed their magic. But that's about it.
So, regarding the Wayfarers, you said that you founded them to make amends. Is that true? And if yes, how did you found them?
Yes, otherwise I wouldn't have said it. As to how I formed them, it's a long story. And maybe one we should save for later.
I want to talk about my father.
I figured you'd want to eventually. What is it you want to know?
My father never told me how he grew up. Do you know anything about that?
About his childhood? I'm afraid not. He shared some fragments of his past with me, but probably no more than he shared with you.
This might sound strange, but do you see any resemblance between him and me?
Interesting that you ask. Yes, there were moments where I could not help but notice that certain something that strongly reminds me of your father.
Could you be a bit more specific?
Well, I think that the best way to describe it is a sort of look in your eyes. It's somehow distant, but at the same time driven and intense. And it can be both intimidating and charismatic. I believe that it's this energy that helped your father rally the noble houses and all these mages behind him. And ironic as it may be, it might help you with our cause too.
Do you think it's true? But he was simply crazy.
Towards the end, yes. He had certainly lost his sanity. But before that, I still don't know. I've said it before, but there's one part of me that likes to think he was a madman to begin with. And then there's the other voice that tells me that he was merely a visionary who had lost his way. But if there's one thing I know, it's that he was a leader. Whenever he spoke to us, it was electric. To this day, I've never seen someone with his charisma.
You sound almost nostalgic.
Nostalgic? No. It's just... I've never met someone with that energy. You have some of it, Tahar. I only started to realize that here. But most of it is still asleep.
Let's discuss something else. I'll be off.
I'll be on. There's this guy. Yes. Albanian?
Yes, yes?
Let me take a look at your designs.
Of course.
Yes.
Take all the time you need.
That's nice. Oh wait, I have a
fair
thing for this,
offer.
don't I? Like so. A fortified watchtower. So they have a type of watchtower, we do not. The question is, humans or elves? I think elves. Those shrines of ass seem too useful. I'm sort of taking the piss thing over here. Can I make you more sturdy than dwarf, mate? Is this possible?
Now would you look at that?
Shuffle,
What is
shuffle,
it?
Trundle.
I would like to train.
Well, if you have the coin, I might be able to help. Let's see.
Don't have a way of upgrading the elves' buildings, I see. That might become unfortunate. Let's see how many of our Dwayds have their quests going. Okay, he wants to talk.
What's next? Interesting.
Yes, Corporal? How can I help?
Goodbye.
Not you.
Huh?
Can you tell me more about your craft? About demonology?
And why's that? Thinking about a career change?
It's certainly a powerful school of magic. I could see myself dabbling in it.
Well, the moment you start dabbling with it is the moment you enjoy a very painful death. There's a reason demonology is forbidden. Most people who mess with it die. But sure, if you have questions, ask.
I'm
Let's
not
start with
messing
the
around.
basics. What's the core principle of demonology?
It's simple. You study demons and their powers, and bind them to your will. And thus you gain access to their powers. Take a devourer. Once you've studied and subdued her to your will, you can access her strength. And I'm not talking about merely summoning her. You can channel her powers.
How is that supposed to work?
Don't mess around.
Channeling their powers.
Hard to describe. Just imagine that the demon becomes a part of you. You connect it with your magic, so to speak. And when needed, you can call on it to help you. It's not just the power that comes with it. It's also the feeling. Channeling the essence of a Zarek Nar. A
Emits
tribe
the
eater.
summoning words.
It's a feeling that compares to nothing else in this world.
And it comes.
You can't understand it till you've done it.
So in order to bind them, you need to beat them in battle, correct?
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that, but yeah. In a nutshell, that's it.
And I'm guessing that's what makes it so dangerous.
Among other things, yes. What can also happen is that your body simply can't handle a demon's unleashed essence. It can cause a brain rupture similar to what these masks the Purity use. And, to be honest, that happens to 8 out of 10 students of demonology. They subdue a demon, get excited, and let all their energy rush in at once. As a result, their brains explode like a watermelon hit with a warhammer.
from above.
So, why exactly is demonology forbidden?
Because it's dangerous. And because demonologists can be extremely powerful. More than some members of the ruling caste would like to see.
Is there a limit to how many demons you can bind?
No. If there were, I wouldn't still be traveling after all this time.
Interesting. Thanks for the insight.
Sure.
What a nice man. Go talk at the table. Fucking human bullshit. Maybe Burgle has some new stuff. Probably not though.
What do we need?
Yes, yes.
Looking
for some orcish craftsmanship?
Fucking everything's a goddamn chance. I read that as wall troll. Spell to cooldowns reduced by 20%. That is the thing I accidentally fucking sold. Damn it.
Got it.
Ah, fuck it. Ah, fuck you, Steam. Scaring the shit right out of my ass. Let's go get binned by this thing again.
Yes.
It's been a while since we've experienced this. No, it doesn't seem like it. Wonder what happened.
You'll regret this. They will fall.
Take its little man sack.
Now would you look at that?
Fuck, why am I here now? No, this is satisfactory.
What's next?
I binned him, mates. Oh, we can waypoint these so I can... Oh.
Understood.
Actually, if we're going into an RTS thing, we might... Ah, fuck it. Twig. Yeah, I showed him a slap time. Twig are many famous last words uttered just before becoming died. Twig. I arrived to fuck around. Sorry, it's grim, but I'm bringing robot. Hands on hips, huffy at being disrobinated. You're literally just here to blow up. I hope you understand that. Constitution, intelligence. Sure. Actually, no, let's get that one. I can't get him to eat that because he's, oh fuck, I could have given him a better. I need you to eat the goddamn thing. Drink that. Drink it, you fucking slag. He won't, will he? I fucking heading down the brew. Gonna fuck me gyro.
Will do. Let's see.
Not you.
I'll be off. All right, let's get to the chase. We need to discuss where and how we start our search. You're all familiar with the objective?
Find the Forge Stones, reignite the Nexus, decipher the song with it, and put an end to the blood burn.
That's about it. Area thinks that someone removed the Nexus stones shortly before the city was abandoned, but they left markers on the stone map. And now that we have a small army backing us up, we can start searching. Iskrim?
Yeah, we suspect one of the stones to be in the desert of Aenir's Blade, probably in the possession of the Iron Falcons, whereas the other one is on an unknown island.
An unknown island?
Correct. And yes, the oceans might have long taken it, which is why the only way to find out is to build a ship. And to...
Wait, I think I might know what that island is. Does it happen to be in the northwest? In the Black Sea?
I think so.
Sun and stars, that's fascinating. 2 years ago, there was an archaeologist in Everlight who claimed the same. That there was an island in the Black Sea, unknown to our cartographers.
Did he find it?
That's a complicated story, but it's a trail we could follow. If we go to Everlight, I can tell you more.
Well, it does sound promising.
And intriguing. So, where do we go first, Tahar? Everlight or Aenir's Blade?
I'll think about it and let you know when we head out. For now, just get prepared.
Will do, Corporal.
Am I talking to everyone now? Nope. Oh, thank fuck. Prodigial son. Wondering about you. Oh fuck. To Everlight I go. Whee.
Understood.
Yes. Logic Ebel. Frustrums. Fucking bunch of shit. Everlight and some unknown ass. Wait, we don't have the human token, do we? No. There's Everlight. Where's the other place we could go? Biggest map in the whole world. Alright. What do you think, man? Desert or island? Oh, yeah, Tobin. Island it is. Well, we're going to town to hear about the island then.
Ah!
Bird. So I haven't really seen
Of
what
the
he
few
has to say.
refugees who make it to Everlight,
Oh, it's alright.
many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, this
I want to try something here. With you specifically. So you might be fine. What? The spear's one-handed? Oh. Alright, sword man. It's not early. It's late. Whole meal? What the fuck?
Yes?
I don't have an interesting two-hander for that man, so... This robe. Fucking weirdo. Fire NORAD. That one, that one. How do you like the Alps? Is this where I say that I just hear a lot of whining when you explain to me how awful they are? This guy needs himself some brain. I mean, I was just explaining how it worked. Opinions can be formed regardless. How the fuck do I function? Or rather, why I disliked it. And I'm fairly certain the devs made them that way out of spite. Because I haven't applied it yet. I need to know how, what sort of armor I need to roll the man into. I feel like it might be this Con 6 one. Are there any weapons that works with this? There's not a lot of willpower. Have the most useless dagger known to man. Do we need Con 6 on the man? There we go. You look like a fucking idiot. Oh right, yeah, that scales with Constitution. That might be garbage. A ring of brain. This is the shield that has the most block we have. Since ideally he won't be getting hit. Bucket man's a fine man. I'll hear maybe 4 slander. Other than that though, I'll hear no more slander. There.
Corporal.
Hopefully he's not hot ass like the fucking thief. Wait, what? Man down there. ferryman might take us. Fucking Tahar.
Everlight. What now?
We need to find the archaeologist. His name was... let me think. It's Watley.
Everlight is a big city.
True, but the Creators Guild might be a good place to start. As far as I know, he asked them for funding. Come, let's go.
How the hell do I get there? Took me down by the ferryman we talked to before. None of these boots want to work. The prodigal son.
Anything on your mind?
Corporal.
You ram. Oh, that works with that. How quickly does he ask?
Uh-huh.
Look at him go. Yeah, that's what my sure.
Huh? Help you with something?
That island in the lake. That's the Creators Guild, isn't it?
Yeah? Why you asking?
It might be the
Look at all
distance,
these crab.
but
Oh, he just jumped up.
it looked a lot more populated when I was last there.
That's because after your father's war, a lot of the Creators' mages left. They were afraid of being out in the open, so to speak.
Why? The Creators Guild didn't participate in the war, did it? Same as Everlight.
Yeah, but that didn't stop the common folk and the refugees who came here from blaming them. There were even attacks on the guild.
Well, not all the common folk, as you call it, took part in them.
Oh, crab
I know
party.
the Creators' mages haven't ever done anything foul. What happened during that attack was a bloody tragedy. The mayor saw that the people who did it were put on the gallows.
I want to cross over there. How much will that cost?
25 gold. And no haggling.
I want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to? Got it. Hop in.
Oh, the good old ding ding.
Got it.
Really?
You gotta haggle. Like my mother attempts in supermarkets.
Sure.
With some fucking wide-eyed, poor
Fine.
teenager working there, not understanding what the fuck's going on. When I slowly retreat up into my own body from shame.
Sure. That way.
Got
All
it.
right.
It's called farting in DK. Gonna fart about the price. I'm not even kidding. That's the word.
Will do.
Are you farting with the price? People would ask.
That way?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Finally.
He succeeded more often than not,
Now would you look at that?
which probably I'm a little angry about because it means he keeps doing it. Yeah, you know, no cash, no paper trail. You don't have to pay tax on it then because all your TVs are stolen. No need to launder money, mate.
You got it. That way?
They will burn.
So you say. Let's see if we can. Well, they're burning a little. It's not a lot of burning. For someone who sounded so excited about the burning, that's not a lot of burning, you fucking slag.
Understood.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
People are very smart.
Sounds like a plan.
It was more of a poot, honestly. Reverend or otherwise.
We'll make short work of
You'll
them.
have to wait.
Give me a moment to focus. Blazes, help me, somebody.
Ricardo. Yeah, it's an insta poot as well. That's pretty nice. Main chopper. Oh boy. Block chance. So you can fucking block with swords.
Let's see.
When using shields. Okay, so why is that guy strung up there? Look at that. Look at this guy. Maybe it's that guy from Limbo of the Lost whose eye comes out. Sorry, whomses. Gotta use the proper grammar. Probably had a name that I never understood.
Fine.
You picked the wrong enemies.
You read my mind.
Wait, are you saying that to me, or
Give me a
did you
moment
say
to focus.
the enemy picked the wrong enemy?
I can't.
All right, here goes nothing.
Make the market, what? What on hat?
Now would you look at that?
Saved by a pale skin. Huh, I didn't expect that. If it wasn't for you, I'd be on some human's dinner plate by tonight.
Queer Manders.
Thank you, friend. My name is Kier of the Dustcrawler tribe.
My pleasure. What do you mean, on some human's dinner plate?
Well, it's a bit disturbing. Shortly put, there's a gang of human criminals who capture and butcher orcs and sell their meat as wyvern meat. It looks almost the same, so nobody can tell.
What the? Are you joking?
If I were, would I be sitting in a cage and be covered in blood? No, I'm not. I know how absurd it sounds, but apparently these paleskins make a ton of money that way.
And nobody notices the difference? Really?
Well, I've never eaten my own kin. It's bloody disgusting, and I want to think about it as little as possible.
Huh. And how did a Dustcrawler orc end up here in Everlight?
I was trying to put an end to this.
So you're some kind of orc detective?
Oh my, how that sounds. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm a Khal Zul, an architect.
Orcs have architects?
Yes, how do you think our Khals are constructed? And of course, now you're asking yourself how an orcish architect ended up on a mission like this. Don't. It's complicated.
Tell me.
No, none of your business.
Oh, come on.
We could help you.
Why? What is it to you?
I just want to help.
I don't trust people who just want to help. Especially if it means putting themselves in a lot of danger.
Well,
probably, yeah.
Let me put it this way. This country has enough troubles already. Especially when it comes to political tensions. No need to add an orc-murdering gang to the list of our problems.
Makes sense. Fine then. I hope I won't regret this. If you want to help, we need to pick up where I left off. Evidence.
Ah. So you're trying to get the Everlight Guard to deal with it?
Yes. I'm just one orc, and even if I knew where their hideout was, I can't just run in there swinging my axe around like a maniac and expecting not to die a fool's death. I don't trust these guards. But as of now, they seem to be my only chance.
Yeah, he's...
True. Do you have any idea where we could start looking for evidence?
Actually, yes. I managed to intercept correspondence between one of their thugs and the leader. It should be enough to convince the guards of their presence. However, the thugs took all of my belongings when they ambushed me. Makes sense, I guess. An orc headed for a slaughterhouse doesn't need his books and valuables with him. I say we go right. Foul rack. Bloody wound.
No offense, but I don't think you should join us just now. Maybe later.
I'm afraid that's true. Let us get your possessions for you.
Fine. I'm no good to anyone dead, am I? I think I heard them talk about some camp near the old mines. Maybe you could start there.
I think we've been there.
What do we need?
Huh?
Will do.
Maybe we should let him out the cage.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think we're leaving him in the cage.
That way. All right.
You got it. Sure.
Got it.
Seems a bit weird, but he seems to like it.
Let's see. Now would you look at that?
Help. Glistening stave. Gross.
Really?
Got it.
The Yardstone, the Gumsob.
Just give the word.
Right, well, it'd be nice if we can go through at the same time so we don't get absolutely shafted on. Check out this crab, right? Oh, I thought something was glowing. A lot of pumpkins in the Creators Guild.
Fine.
Assume that's what this is. No, it's just a coast.
Interesting.
Fire flatulence is a bit shit.
Let's see.
No! No, please, mercy! I don't want to die!
Then you better talk. We want information on your syndicate.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
How did you end up like this? You don't look like an average cutthroat.
Because I'm not. I'm from the Mud District, and I spent years looking for work. But it's become almost impossible to find a good job as a fellow from the slums. Then that man Finn showed up in the Shangiga, and, well, the pay was good. And it took me a while until I realized that it wasn't Wyvern meat we're selling.
Wyvern? They all say
How
like
did
that.
this all start?
At least it's
Who
consistent.
in blazes came up with the idea of murdering orcs and selling their meat?
I don't know.
Really?
Yes, really. I only joined the farm a few months ago, and nobody ever told me who came up with it. All I know is that we have to report to a man called the Butcher who runs the slaughterhouse in Everlight. But I never saw him in person.
Butcher? Slaughterhouse? If this wasn't really happening, it would be almost funny.
I'm sorry.
Wait, we bought from just in the market goblin meat. Oh, fine selling that.
Where are your headquarters?
You mean the slaughterhouse? Please, I can't tell you. They will kill me if I do.
That does sound painful.
No, please! It's in Everlight. Below Everlight, to be precise. You have a map, don't you? Here. That's where the entrance is. All the meat is processed there. And it's run by the butcher. Our leader.
Anything else?
No, I don't... Wait! Yes! The countersign! You need to remember the countersign. You need to answer, "I'm here for the produce," when they ask you, "What's your business?"
I'm here for the produce. All right. Now, what should I do with you?
What? But you said you'd spare me.
Get out of my sight. But if I ever see you working with these cutthroats again, I won't be so lenient.
Yes, of course. I was done with this life anyway. Goodbye, soldier. And thank you for your mercy.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's the same in Tolkien thingy. Although the goblins and orcs work together in this. So I know it's weird. Gonna spend the entire quest in this fucking cage.
Interesting.
Look at that. My pale-skinned friends return. Had any luck?
I think so. Are these your things?
Let me see. Yes, they are. I have to say, I'm surprised. My experience with pale skin so far has been that you talk a lot and act very little.
Listen, there's no guarantee the guard will take down the Syndicate, even if we provide them with the evidence. I actually convinced one of their thugs to tell me the location of their hideout. They call it the Slaughterhouse. And apparently that's also where we could find their leader, the Butcher.
Butcher. Pathetic. But what are you suggesting? That we storm that place all by ourselves? That's suicide.
We're all mages and know how to defend ourselves. And they won't be expecting us. I think we stand a chance.
A bold plan. But I like it. Fine, let's take care of this ourselves. Where is that hideout?
In the middle of Everlight. Just meet me there.
Understood. Ah, and here. I think you should have this. You deserve it more than I do. So far, I haven't done much more than getting thrown into a cage. I'll meet you in Everlight. May your blood never boil.
What did he give me? Should you not be let out the cage? I guess not. What did he give me? Heavy plate armor. Still have his belongings. Wait, traitors? Oh, that guy, I see.
What's next?
Yes.
Oh, there he is. Look at him. What a man.
So, what's the plan?
I think he already tunneled all the way here. He was just biding his time in the cage.
Ah, there you are. So, where is that slaughterhouse?
I'll show you. Follow me.
Okay, I've been thinking. It's probably best if we try to maintain cover as long as possible. The sooner we start the killing, the more likely it is that their leader will get away.
What do you suggest then?
Simple. Tell the guards that I'm your prisoner, and that you brought me to the hideout for slaughter. If we do it right, then we might be able to get to the Butcher without raising suspicion.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Fair enough. Remember the plan.
Hello, boys. I brought you something for the Butcher. That's the greenskin who's been sticking his nose into our business.
Ah, right. That one. Why haven't you killed him yet?
Because I thought the boss would want to have a word with him.
Aye. I guess he would. So, what's your business?
I'm here for the produce.
Great. Come on in then. And make that fucking animal suffer, will you?
Though Everlight is one of the few
fully armored
Mortandian
orc.
cities with a multiracial population, non-humans are usually met with hostility and prejudice. While there have not yet been any big outbreaks of violence, it is not unusual to find a robbed and beaten-up elf in the Mud District's alleys. Due to their imposing physique, orcs were targeted less often. Until now.
Here we are. Now, let's find the butcher.
Oi, quick leg.
Made your peace. Good.
Sure.
Now would you look at that?
Look at that, boys. We're in for some fun.
Where the hell? Stop running off.
Whatever's necessary.
Is that all? Is that all?
This man won't target. Weird.
Yes?
Hmm.
Let's see.
Look at that, boys. We're in for some fun.
Vampiric sword. Duelist's gloves.
Easy.
Hmm. Well, I'm interested in vampiric sword. Stomach makes weird noise and happy. It does seem a bit special, yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe these guys are not here for the fook.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Child's play.
That was a reasonable poot.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, Orcman ran off. I should probably... No, he's just sitting there.
Yes.
I think he's trying to aggro onto the men that don't want to fight him. That's not bueno. Unlock here, the virtuous key, the mage master of free. What? Hmm. Hmm. All right, let's see. I don't think there's any sneaking in this. Hmm. Hmm. I guess we'll see. Maybe these guys just work here.
So, I'm guessing you're the butcher.
And I'm guessing you're not here for a nice, crispy piece of orc meat, are you? No, don't say anything. I can feel it. You're the one who butchered my people near the mine, aren't you?
Yes.
And you, orc, are the little detective who tried to expose my business. I guess I should thank you for coming. That saves me the trouble of tracking you down.
Oh, there he is. I see.
Balrak, you're an orc.
Well observed, scum.
I don't get it. Why would you do this? Orchestrate a genocide of your own kind?
Orchestrate?
My kind? The kind that killed my father just because he refused to take part in slaughtering the neighboring clan for the struggle's sake? The kind that banished a little orcish boy and his sister without as much as one day's worth of provisions? Fuck my kind. The orcs have treated me and my family like stray dogs, and I'm only returning the favor.
If your clan mistreated you, there are other ways of getting back at them.
Oh, are there? Such as burning a Zarek effigy? Stealing a barrel of beer from them? No. Our culture is as rotten as your corpses will be 2 weeks from now. Every orc who still lives according to this nonsense deserves to die. The more gruesomely, the better.
Okay.
I've heard enough. This ends here.
With pleasure. Get them, boys. Fresh meat.
I'll feed your bloody corpses to the dogs!
Can I have this constipation clear up, mate? Fuck. Oh, he died. He's just standing there staring. Queequeg. It's like fresh meat, mates. No. Didn't even drop anything good. What a slag.
And it's over. Zarek's fangs. This was madness.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. I guess it's best if we forget about this as fast as we can. Either way, I will be forever grateful for what you did for me today. Before you go, please, take this. It's the least I can do after you risked your life for my kind. Also, listen, Tahar. Earlier on, you mentioned something about an army that you command. Was that a metaphor?
It's in the making. Why?
I, was wondering if you'd allow me to join you.
No,
Wait, didn't you say that you're a well-respected architect in your tribe? Why would you want to join me?
Well, I wasn't entirely honest. I'm not just an architect. I'm also the firstborn son of Naris, the High Chieftain of the Dustkin. I don't want to bore you with endless stories, so I'll make it short. My little brother Rak was gifted and destined to be a shaman. And to become a shaman, one needs to pass a trial by Zarek. I had heard talk about it, about how many young orcs die taking it. And the thought of losing my brother, I just couldn't bear it.
So, what did you do?
I kidnapped him. It was foolish, and I got caught a day after we left the cow. My father sent me into exile as a punishment for defying Zarek. All this, me trying to save these orcs from slaughter. Maybe it's my way of repenting for what I've done. But I don't want to talk about it more than I have to. I just can't go back yet.
Well, if you're an architect, your talents might actually come in handy. If you want to join, bring that evidence to the guard, and then join me at the border.
I will do that. Thank you, Tahar. I appreciate it. And I promise I won't be a burden. May your blood never boil. We'll talk later.
Tie them. Everything's fucking flaming with this guy. Ah. Oh, I see a bit of everything. Sure. That was the same. Oh well. It'll go in the sell bin. The flaming flea market. Yeah. What a weirdo. Solgrim's Great Orcs. Queer fellow.
Yes.
What a weird hole to have light through.
That way. All right.
Leave it to me.
Keep forgetting to use Tahar's party.
Will do.
Aha. Flame and Fisk.
Yes?
Now would you look at
Oh no,
that?
wait, that's the thingy, isn't it? Just making sure.
Finally.
Let's see.
Nah.
Really?
Really. Oh, nice. A barrow. I was just about to miss that. Alright, number 5. That shit. 25. Loves input. May.
There! Take them down!
It's raining blood. Literally, it's kind of gross.
Interesting.
Your...
Fine.
Sure.
Don't flee the Ming if you ain't got that, do you? I exit the
Of
cave.
the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars.
Where the fuck am I? Oh. Okay, still go down there. Guards are like, fuck. Thinking he still has a job. What a knob. Merchant is shoved around in market.
Yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need.
I've sold you most of this crap. What a slag. At least he's gotten his money back, so I can sell him some of our shittier things. The Flaming Warhammer. Sure.
Come again.
Yes.
May Tiara bless your path.
Bling bling secure. Silly boys.
Anything on your mind?
I left Ferryman on island. He's all like, mates. How many places can I actually go? This was the south coast.
Huh? Help you with something?
I want to cross.
Sure. Where to?
Alright.
Got it. Hop in.
Ding ding. That's the exact Bell Brothers ding ding, isn't it? When you boat. Wow. Anything sneaky on the... Yes.
Let's see.
Decorative armor.
You got it.
A normal place for something like that to be. Look at this man lounging. I like that when you see people leaning up against walls and stuff. In games where they actually interact with any stuff that's not just the floor. That's the last code thing we thought we had all. I'd assume so anyway, but I guess not. Right, let's go see the Creation Guild. What a weird building. Who builds like this? Some slag, probably.
As a neutral, apolitical association of mages solely devoted to the study of magic, the members of the Creators Guild were among the few gifted that remained neutral during your father's war. Though not comparable to the great universities of Kalaya, it is safe to say that Fiara owes many of its magical and technological advancements to them.
Here we are. Impressive.
And there's people down the hall. We should...
Interesting. We do not get visitors often these times.
Who are you?
I'm Undergast. I suppose you could call me the head of the guild. I sensed someone was coming and that someone had an intriguing aura. Now I know who it is. You are Isamo Tahar's child, are you not?
How do you know?
Well, I have studied Isamo Zahara's magic quite extensively, especially since the end of the Mage Wars. He was a remarkable man. Yours and his magical aura have a lot of similarities.
A remarkable man?
Yes.
Does that mean you supported him?
No, that is not what I said. I merely stated that he, as a mage and a man, was remarkable. Unusual or special, and therefore surprising or worth mentioning. My opinion on the war is an entirely different matter.
How are our auras similar?
Well, hard to say. You can simply tell that you're related. And there's something else about you that is, well, strange.
I'm a protagonist.
I get that a lot. Could you elaborate?
It is hard to say. There's something peculiar about you. An oddity in your aura which I cannot make sense of. I'm sorry. Either way, I assume you are here for a reason. How may we, the little that is left of us, help you?
I was wondering if you could tell me more about the Creators Guild.
Maybe I should begin with the question, what do you know about us already?
I know that you are a neutral association of mages that didn't participate in the Mage Wars. That's about it.
Well, and that is about the core of our guild. We are mages devoted to study, science, and the preservation of knowledge, and we do not involve ourselves in political conflict. We were founded in the year 231 by a woman named Goddess Bowdry. Ever since, the Creators Guild has been a constant in the ever-changing political landscape of Northander.
So you are the leader of the guild?
Well, I do not see myself as such, but yes, the majority of the guild considers me its leader.
The ferryman told me about an attack on the guild after the Mage Wars. He said it was the reason that there are so few mages left on the island. Is that true?
Yes, but it was not just the attack. There was also an internal disagreement.
That attack, how did it end? Am I right to assume you stopped it?
Of course. They were trying to kill us, so we fought back and killed them instead. At least until their morale was broken. Looking back, I think that this display of power was something we should have done earlier. Only because we were peaceful, the people who attacked us assumed that we were defenseless. They will not make the same mistake again.
That's a very dry way of seeing it.
If by dry you mean that it lacks the emotional aspect most people would add to a statement like this, then yes, I suppose it is. But again, it was not only the attack that diminished our numbers, but also a disagreement we had within the guild.
What kind of disagreement?
I would prefer not to talk about it. I am sorry.
Playing coy, Mr. Portrait.
Actually, we're here for a reason. We're investigating the Bloodburn. Is there anything you or your guild knows about it?
The Bloodburn? You're studying it?
I guess you could say that, yes.
Interesting. No, we do not know more about it than most alchemists or apothecaries at this point, though our general consensus is that we doubt the corporeal origin of the plague. There is magic involved in it.
Well, you're right about that. It's magical, and it's connected to the Shapers.
The Tsarlan, that's interesting. Say, would you mind to tell me more? You seem to know a lot of variables which we are not aware of yet.
I'll tell you, but we should find somewhere to sit. It's a long story.
Of course. Well,
we have
this is both fascinating and peculiar.
What do you make of it?
Look at pointy pauldrons
I do not
here.
believe in visions and prophecy, unless they come from a dreamweaver, so I'm uncertain. There is no arguing that this man Rondar Lacane knew more about the Bloodburn than most people. And his clues led you to Mullendeer, which is nothing short of impressive. So you believe that the Bloodburn is caused by Shaper telepathy. Is that correct?
It's a theory, but yes. Rogue telepathy, so to speak.
I see. I would like to come with you.
What?
I was clear, was I not? I would like to come with you. Your story is nothing short of fascinating. The Shaper City, the Bloodburn, and this Nexus. I would like to accompany you and help. I have a wide knowledge of the magic and the Shapers, and have a strong interest in finding a cure for the Bloodburn.
What about the guild? Aren't you their leader?
I am, but that does not bind me to stay. It is common for Creators mages to head out to expeditions. They have become rarer due to the war, but still, there is nothing stopping me from coming back when our business is concluded.
Well, why not? Just know that it will be dangerous.
I can defend myself. Quite well, in fact. However, there is one thing I need to finish before I come with you. Study. Maybe you could help. This would facilitate matters.
As long as it doesn't take too much time, yes. What are you studying?
Simple. I have always been fascinated by the notion of sentience and the mind in general. What creates consciousness? What is it that distinguishes us as humans from a wolf who is slave to his instincts? Quite recently, a group of refugees who arrived in Everlight told me of a bizarre sight. They said that a stone golem took over the abandoned mine near the gates and has grown a soul, and apparently has been trading with the villagers and even befriended one of them. It all seems highly unlikely, but I want to investigate it.
A monster with a soul? How is that even possible?
I do not know. It is not the first time people have reported such occurrences, but most of the times they turn out to be a hoax. This is the first case I've heard that might be legitimate. If it's true, this might change the world forever. Can you imagine? The ramifications of such a discovery would be monumental. It is currently believed that only the 5 principal kinds are capable of conscious thought. Disproving that would change everything. Suddenly, would killing a monster not be a homicidal act? Would putting them in a cage not be considered slavery? And finally, is it right for the principal kinds to consider themselves special, chosen by the Guardians?
What do you need my help with?
Well, this is all an exciting scholarly prospect, but a golem is still a golem. So if the monster goes feral, I will require assistance. I can defend myself, but still it would be unwise to go there alone. I will get prepared and meet you at the mine. Do you know where it is?
Tell me.
Up north, at the top of the Iskander mountain. I will go as soon as possible.
Fair enough. I'll see you there.
So, what's the plan?
Okay. He had a lot of talk.
Odd fellow. But he's a capable mage, that's for sure.
Damn it. Every time I sell something. There it was.
Now would you look at that?
Brilliant.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, mate.
Let's see.
I have a soul that here as well. Nah. A lot of this is required for certain house.
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need.
You're damn, this man sells a thing. Ooh. Huh? More goblin meat. All of this is for Tehar. Fuck, that's expensive though. Alright, I need to sell some garbage. Nah, you're dreaming this. Sorry, you're still asleep. I wanna go blue. Please let me go blue. Sorry. Selling your clothes, Rowan, and I'm taking back what I gave you. That. These fucking frost strings.
Farewell.
Not too hard, you're gonna be fucking thirsty now. Man drinks every potion in the game. You're damn. Got points emerging from my ass now. Why wouldn't you read in your dreams? If you thought about it, you can probably do it. Don't know what to do with all these points. No crit chance, slab times. Fucking hell, it's a heart. Probably. Maybe in the stars kind of special. That's just up,
now,
isn't
would you
it?
look at that?
Army louter.
You have a strange aura. Interesting.
I beg your pardon?
Your aura. It's different. Cold. Anyway, forgive my manners. Callaghan Theo, Archiver of the Creators Guild. How may I help you?
I'm looking for someone. An archaeologist named Albertus Watley.
Watley? That man obsessed with his island?
Yes. What do you know about him?
Not much. Only that he showed up here some years ago asking for funding for his bizarre excavation. All the nobles who usually fund these kinds of things had rejected him. However, he didn't have any proof backing up his claims, other than him claiming to be of Hibernian ancestry, just like Queen Aelith. So we had to send him away as well, which didn't stop him from digging.
Generally in my dreams, I've never noticed reading not assing. It's mainly if I think about something or focus on it, something like that will happen. Like, so if I would look at text, it would mean something because I would be thinking about the text and my brain would automatically make the story for me. So I don't think you'd ever really notice text being nonsense because you would note it being nonsense and it would change.
He thinks he's a Hibernian?
Well, he said that his great-great-great-great-grandmother was part Hibernian or something along those lines, though he didn't have any of the Queen's gifts. And he also claimed that, through his heritage, he has been having those strange dreams since his childhood of a secluded island within the Black Sea that no explorer has ever laid eyes upon.
And I take it you didn't believe him?
Well, I wanted to, and so did the other archivers. But the moment we start giving out money for fascinating stories alone is the moment we will stop existing.
Why would he dig in Everlight to find an island?
Because apparently there's a Shaper portal that might take him there. Or a Hibernian portal, I don't remember, it's been a while.
If you and the nobles denied him the means to do an excavation, how did he dig?
That's where it gets tragic. He spent his entire heritage.
To no avail.
Not entirely. He found what resembled a portal, but it was just dead, cold stone. It didn't take him anywhere.
I think we've seen that.
He tried to activate it for years, but ultimately his savings ran out. Now he lives in the Mud District, begging for food. He literally gave it all for his dream, but failed. A sad story. Why do you ask, though?
Because we're looking for that island.
Oh? Well, then you should probably talk to Watley himself. If you can find him, that is. I have to continue my work now. Safe travels, friends.
Yeah, dreams are weird. Probably also very individual. The way I usually get mine is, it's just like writing a story. It's like reading something you're writing without being aware of you writing it. So as soon as you
refugees who
as soon as
make
you
it to
observe
Everlight,
it, it changes
many are shocked to
depending
find that
on
their troubles do not end
why
there.
you look at something.
Though its neutrality
Like
as a city-state
if I look
left it
under a
largely
pillow,
unscathed during the
wondering
Major
is there a
Wars,
crab under
the
there?
city
My mind is already set on crab, so there's more likely to be a crab under there. Usually, because my mind's a dick, I'll go, oh no, it would be really not nice if there was a rusty nail in that. Oh fuck, there was. Now I've got polio.
Yes?
In the same
Well,
way...
Off to the Mud District. Let's hope Watley's still there.
And still alive.
If I look at...
Sounds like a plan.
If I look at text... the text is not actually a thing I look at. I'm thinking text.
Got it.
Because dreams are brain.
Interesting.
So it'll show me some shit.
Understood.
That it's thinking about.
Hmm?
So text will appear because I'm looking for it. The frustrating thing is it's
Let's
completely
see.
in my control, but at the same time it's also completely out of my control. It's like me being a dick to myself. Yeah, that sort of shit. Fuck's sake, you Scanari.
Now would you look at that?
Nowadays, few people remember the reason for Everlight's wealth. The glittering mine.
Where's the man?
What?
We've cleared this
understand.
already,
Got
so there might be more ass now.
Let's see.
Ah, it is you.
Didn't you say in front of the mine?
I did, but then I realized that it might be wise to scout ahead in order to get a clearer picture of the situation. Come, let us go. The golem and its supposed friend should be further down the mine. Follow me.
Oh. The fuck. Ugh. Tried to mute, I'm sorry.
Sure.
Don't run ahead, goddamn. Don't let Underganass die. Well, there's more underweights now. Would you stop running ahead? Tyler.
Really?
Damn it, Unbognaut.
Easy.
They will fall.
Nah. What? Fuck. Camera.
You got it. Fair enough. Let's do this. Get ready.
Blazes! Help me, somebody! We killed one of our heroes.
Cool.
Come on. Don't die on us now.
Not until we can replace you with the other guy that's now running off because you had to become die.
Yes.
Us plus fucking Pillock. He's being pounded up here, isn't he?
Sure.
No, amazing.
Up ahead.
Someone's coming.
And its friend.
I know.
Let's see what they have to say.
Fine.
Hubert.
Yes?
That way?
Interesting. Greetings. Are you...
Rick, who are they? I'm afraid.
Don't
worry, Hubert. They are not here to hurt you. Judging by the sounds of fighting we heard, I take it you took care of those undead. If so, you have my thanks. They appeared out of nowhere just a couple of days ago and locked us in.
They're dead. We're here to ask you some questions about your friend.
I figured. So I'm guessing you heard the rumors, right? Yes, this is the golem with a soul. And yes, I am the odd fellow protecting him. But before I tell you anything, promise me that you won't hurt him.
I know he might look intimidating, but he's actually quite sensitive.
I promise.
Good. That's good.
So...
It's got a glowing scrotum.
What do you want to know? You didn't come here to take him away, did you?
Hubert is a stone golem. Why didn't you kill these undead yourselves if they trapped you?
Kill? Hubert? I told you he couldn't hurt a fly. He doesn't look it, but in his head, he's just like a child.
Why Hubert?
It was my grandfather's name. And one day, I simply started calling Hubert that, and it stuck.
How did you come to know Hubert? I mean, you don't just come up to a golem and start a conversation.
Right. You don't. I found him laying half dead just outside this mine. Some creature drained him of his essence, a ghost or something.
Darkness came and stole my light. It hurt. It hurt so bad.
I know, Hubert. But it's over now.
For some reason, I immediately noticed that Hubert was different. In every other situation, I would have simply turned away and alarmed the guard, but I just couldn't. So I went into the city to find a mage.
Who? Joseph. His name was Joseph.
He is not with the Creators Guild. And this Joseph agreed to help you.
Well, he still owed me a favor, so... Yes, I asked him to heal Hubert. And even though he told me it was dangerous, he eventually did it. When it was done, he told me to get away as soon as possible, as it might wake up again soon. But just like when I had first seen him there, I simply knew that there was something in him. Something that made him more than just a construct. So I waited. And it turned out I was right. You can figure out the rest. I took him into the mine, as the Everlight guards would have attacked him on sight. And here, we became friends.
So, you took him into the cave to protect him?
Yes. Of course, word eventually got through to the townsfolk. But you're the first to follow up on the rumors.
And before these undead woke up, this place was actually quite peaceful.
Man speaks in different
a
volumes.
bit gloomy, yes, but safe. And that's what matters.
How long ago is it that you found him?
Let me think. Almost 4 moons now.
How did you become friends, though?
Rick, friendly. Rick always friendly. Rick, care for me.
Well, maybe friendship isn't the proper word for it. It's more like I care for him, the way a father cares for a child. And yes, I know how funny that sounds considering Hubert's size.
Hubert, what makes you different from other golems? When did you realize you can think for yourself?
I don't know. I always had thoughts, always had ideas, but I did not know how to tell people about them. After the ghost attacked me and Rick healed me, he taught me how to speak.
Taught?
Yes. Yes, of course. Rick taught me how to speak.
Hubert is a very good student. He learned how to speak almost fluently in just a couple of months. If only men were half as eager to learn, maybe we wouldn't be in this mess we find ourselves in.
He could also carry the spirit of a person in him. Did you ever think of that?
If so, it was the spirit of an infant. As I said, all I did was offer Hubert guidance and, well, love.
What are your plans for Hubert? Neither he nor you can stay in this cave forever.
Honestly, I don't know. Hubert is such a good lad, and I want him to have a normal, happy life. As bizarre as that sounds when talking about a golem. He would love to make friends and...
Yes, friends. Rick, will these misters be my new friends?
Hubert, what did we say about interrupting other people when they're talking?
It's rude. And it makes people sad.
Do you want me to be sad, Hubert?
No, Rick. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. Just don't do that again.
Anyway, I try not to think about it. And until you showed up and killed those undead, I wasn't even sure we'd ever make it out of that cave again.
All right, look. My friend here would like to learn more about Hubert's uniqueness. It would be of great scientific value. Would it be possible for us to examine him?
I don't know. Will it harm him?
Golems were created to endure pain.
What my friend is trying to say is he will do everything he can to keep Hubert comfortable.
What do you think, Hubert?
I don't know.
Fine. If you think it will help us understand Hubert better, then I don't want to be an obstacle. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Then let us begin. Interesting. Truly interesting. Hubert, I am done. You can rest now.
It wasn't bad, Rick. It tickled a little, but it didn't hurt.
So, what did you find out?
Not much. But let me discuss it with my companion first. Tahar, if you please.
Where is the kind sir going, Rick? I liked him.
They're just going to have a talk. They'll come back.
Aww.
Yes?
Let's see.
So let me be brief. I inspected Hubert's magical core, and it is rather unusual. It's overflowing with magical essence, unlike anything I've ever seen. My theory is that his remarkable intelligence comes from this irregularity. Unfortunately, I believe that the very same irregularity is also dangerous. The essence within him seems unstable.
It is very likely that it will eventually get out of control and cause an explosion unlike anything this land has ever seen. To me, it appears we have two options. We can destroy the golem, or take it back to the guild and try to harness its power, with the chance to stabilize the core and allow it to live.
I do not think I should make that choice. I consider myself a rational person, but I'm afraid that my fascination with the matter clouds my judgment.
Couldn't we just take him somewhere secluded and leave him be?
I'm afraid that's out of the question. We just don't know what the long-term effect of this instability would be. He could, for example, become feral and use his incredible power to wipe out a city or two. Killing him is the merciful option if his welfare is your primary concern.
What do you mean by harness his power?
Well, the possibilities are endless. If we can replicate the structure of its core and stabilize it, it has the potential to change the world. We might even be able to recreate it, thus giving us a power source with the chance to recreate life.
Obviously, there is no guarantee these experiments will bear fruit. We would also be risking blowing Everlight to smithereens in the process.
If I had to make a guess, I would say that there is a 40% chance that the golem will be stabilized and we will be able to harness the core. A 40% chance that it will die in perceived agony, and a 20% chance of triggering the devastating explosion.
That's a tough decision. Let me talk to Rick.
Of course.
Yes?
So, what did you and your friend talk about?
Well, there's no good way to say this. Hubert's magic core is very unusual. It is overflowing with energy.
Right, ding dong.
While this energy is what makes him sentient, it also makes him dangerous. If we let Hubert stay here, the core might eventually become unstable and explode. The only way to save him is to take him to the Creators Guild, where they can try to control his power. Thing is, it might be a painful experience for Hubert. I'm sorry, but it's the only way. The alternative would be to kill him.
You bloody monster! No! There's no way I'm letting you do this! He's a person, damn it, not some toy for some mages to tinker with! You'll have to kill me first!
Rick, you're outnumbered, and I'm offering you and Hubert a chance. Don't you see it? You can either die here like a fool, or you can make sure Hubert gets through the entire ordeal together with you.
Well, I guess you're right, aren't you? I don't have a chance against you all. But let me say this. If I learn that anything happens to Hubert, I will come and hunt you down, even if it costs my life.
Hubert, it's time to go. We're moving into a new home.
What? I'm going to see the outside again? Just how you promised.
Yes. Just how I promised.
Well, I must say that I'm happy you made that decision. I will go back to the guild now and prepare my things for our journey as discussed. I will see you there.
Oh, ding ding, suckers.
So, what's the plan?
Good old Hubert. Yeah, we blow it up. Fuck 'em. Come on, Tahar. Me fucking loud that. Kitty grunts.
Now would you look at that?
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its own mountain of problems to struggle with. The biggest ones being the ever-growing gap between the rich and the poor, an uncontrollable rise in crime, and the Purity of Light's aggressive crusade for new followers.
Really?
Really?
Uh-huh.
We. Oh, you're damn. Another stat level. Ugh. Yuck, yuck. Just getting shit coming out our ass here with Tahar. Hmm. 9%, it's not much. Noise 4. Kitty, no snoring. Brutality. Critical chance. Implanaling shot. Look at this man. He just wants to bin some mates. Not really use focus, do you? scales for strength, so it would be bad. Still going in the bin soon anyway, so fuck them.
Just give the word.
Uh-huh.
To the Creationists Guild.
Sounds like a plan.
Taha, your thing.
Interesting.
As a neutral, apolitical association of mages solely devoted to the study of...
Where's Pendleton? Up there. Wonder if this guy has gotten
Let's see.
stuff back. Yuck yuck, that would be nice. Doubt it though. And also, damn, that stuff cost a lot.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Come take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest.
Nah. I think I sold him most of this garbage, yo.
Come again. I'm getting
Now, would
new
you
wares
look at
by
that?
the next moon's turn.
Sure.
How's Hubert, mate? Where'd you go?
Interesting.
You're right.
Ah, there you are. In case you were wondering, I sent 2 mages to help Richard and Hubert find their way to the guild. It will be a marvelous opportunity to deepen our knowledge on magic. I'm still fascinated by the idea that an abundance of magic is able to create sentience. Just think of what that entails. Either way, I am ready to join you. I need to take care of some formalities first, but I'm ready to depart before next dawn. Where shall we meet? According to your story, the Shaper City is in the middle of Iskander, is it not? Let me know what you need.
Yeah, new mate. Look at his puckered orifice of a face. I say this because of the way he looks, not because he's brown. Oh god damn, he swapped, but that's gonna be... Auto attacko. Look at his fucking turban. Had a really nice robe of ass. Nice. Let's make him red. Ring of brain. There we go. That seems ill-advised. Yeah, what does the... Oh, area of ass, damn. That's the duration. It is Iskander, yeah. Is these free? You spamming this shit? That one has a boring upgrade, sadly. Well, that's better. Willpower, you don't have much of that. I think it's probably taken from the same source. Nice. What a creature. You definitely need one of those.
Well?
Ice things.
You have my attention.
Give your thing to the brown man. Where is it? I have two of them.
Corporal.
You'll find that. Okay, there we go. These who do a lot of damage. I just need to fuck around with the spell book. The gum salt. Yeah, Iskander's a Persian dude, apparently. Yeah, yeah, it's Alexander the Great. So that's probably what both things are for. From. Reminds me of the movie with
of the few refugees who make
Michael
it to
Caine
Everlight,
and Sean Connery.
many are shocked to find that their troubles do not
They
end
call
there.
him Sikander.
Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars.
Circle
Well
of
then,
Friends
off to the
achievement.
Mud District. Let's hope Watley's still there.
And still
Oh,
alive.
we have all the companions.
As you want.
What do we need?
Sikander is a name that I think some men gave to Alexander the Great. So both things are probably derived from that.
A fine plan.
Let's see.
Tahar goes into fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. What are you... Stop blocking yourselves, fucking dingus.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for someone named Ilbertus Watley. Ever heard of him?
Watley? Nah, don't think so.
I see.
Sir.
Thanks.
It's clearly a woman.
Excuse me, madam. I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for a man named Ilbertus Watley. He's supposed to live here.
Watley? Oh, you mean that beggar? Ah, he lives here. Does nothing but beg for coins at the marketplace all day long. What do you want from him?
Long story. Much obliged.
There you go. One of many things.
Finally.
At the market, he should be here. There he is. Sneaky little icon.
I think that's him.
A coin? Fair lady. Please. The old father will reward you for your generosity.
I think that's him.
A coin?
Are you Sir Ilbertus Watley?
Yes, I am. Who are you? How do you know my name?
We're here because of the island in the Black Sea.
That accursed island. Tiara's breath. And here I thought I was done with it for good.
You seem bitter about it.
How did you guess? I sacrificed everything I had just for some deluded fantasy. From a nobleman in Tiara's grace to a beggar in the Mud District. Quite the career, isn't it? And all because of some deluded childhood dream. Because I wanted to believe I'm special. Let's not talk about it.
Well, we know for a fact that it exists, and we want to find it.
What?
The island exists, and we have reason to believe there's something on it that we need. And we've been told that you tried to excavate an old Hibernian portal that could lead us there.
Forgive me, but this is a lot to take in.
But the portal exists?
Yes. Yes, it does. But it's useless. Just a piece of stone.
Another question. We were told that you consider yourself part Hibernian, like the Queen.
Well, not anymore. But yes, I believed that for a very long time.
How come?
Long story. The short version is that I've had these strange dreams ever since I can remember.
A hot dog looming over me.
Dreams of turquoise marble, of old rituals and ancient dragons. But they were always so vivid, like a real memory.
And that led you to believe they were?
That and the fact that I've always felt different from others. But then again, who doesn't? In the end, the Creators Guild was right. I had nothing to back up my claims.
So, you used up all your wealth to find that island?
Yes. As you probably know, no one was willing to fund my expedition. So, I decided to take the matter into my own hands. Looking back, I can't believe how obsessed I was. Even when I sold the house my family had lived in for generations, I didn't see where that route was ultimately bound to take me. But I'd rather not talk about it. I hope you understand.
How did you learn of that island?
That's complicated.
I hate the way he speaks.
What it ultimately amounted to were some vague explorer's diaries, dreams, and an active imagination.
And that's all?
No.
Oh, look at this guy.
It's not. But please understand that this is a very painful chapter of my past, which I prefer to remain closed.
What exactly did you hope to find on that island?
Wealth. At least, that was part of it, and what I told my potential patrons. Then, of course, there was my supposed Hibernian heritage.
Fusing together.
All that aside, Hibernian culture has always fascinated me. I studied archaeology in Greyfell, and as most archaeologists, I was always laughed at. Most people still consider it an expensive hobby for nobles rather than a true craft. I wanted to prove them wrong.
Be that as it may, we need to find a way to get to that island, and building a ship isn't an option. Can you show us that portal?
Haven't you listened? It doesn't work.
We need to try. Can you take us there?
Fine. I can, but only under one condition. You need to pay me. Now, believe me, I wouldn't ask this if I had a choice, but leaving this place during the busiest hours of the day means I'll end up with an empty belly tonight. Just give me 30 gold. That should last me for a week.
Take 60.
Oh, that's very generous of you. Thank you. Meet me at the excavation site, will you? I need to take care of something first.
Okay, see you there.
Poor man. To give it all up for your dream and then fail. That must hurt.
But not uncommon. Most dreams and ambitions aren't bound to become reality. We only like to tell ourselves otherwise.
Kitty. Everywhere. I would like to swap you two.
Wait, you there. Yes, you. Could you spare a moment?
Me?
Yes. You're military, aren't you? You must be. I can tell by the way you're walking.
Former military, yeah. Why do you ask?
Well, I don't know how to say this, but I could really use your help. My daughter, Rosa, she didn't come back from the river last noon. Now, she was always a stubborn child, but it's been over a day now, and that doesn't seem like her at all. I'd go look for myself, but as you can see, my legs don't work like they should anymore.
If he was ragdolling around on the ground while saying that, that would be very nice. That too.
What happened to your legs?
I'd prefer not to talk about it. It's a painful memory, as you can imagine.
What are you people doing out here anyway?
Isn't it obvious? waiting for admission.
You refugees?
Yes. Howard folk, to be precise. We made it all the way here just to be told that the city's full. But then again, I get why they're doing this. I really do. Everlight has only so much bread and shelter to spare for strangers with no more belongings. But Rosa gone. That's an entirely different story.
What about the Everlight Guard? Did you talk to them yet?
The Guard? They barely have time to keep the city's streets safe. They aren't going to waste any on a refugee.
You're well articulated. May I ask what you did before?
Before that bloody war tore everything to pieces, I was a herbalist. But all that, my store, our house, it got burnt to the ground by the rebels. It's strange. My life back then, it doesn't even feel real anymore. You know, we have all these things that we think define us, that we think have substance, but they don't. One day you wake up, and they're gone. But I'm sorry. I digress.
All right. I'll go see if I can find your daughter. You said she went to the river?
Yes, to clean out my wrappings. She's around 5 feet tall, has blonde, long hair, and a birthmark on her right cheek. Thank you, sir. You have no idea how much that means to me. Just find her, please.
NP, a simple fetch quest. Use poultry vision to see what's going on. That doesn't look good. That's a sack, that's not... Oh, there she is. Oh. She's impaled herself on a fence. Twice.
Yes? Now would you look at that?
Well, fuck.
Interesting. Let's see. Blazes. Blonde hair. Birthmark on the cheek. That's the old man's daughter.
Damn it. The bandits must have kidnapped her.
And not just that. Let's go back to the old man. He'll want to know.
Tahar, I do not think it's wise to tell that old man about what the bandits did to his daughter.
Why?
It would only make him suffer more. Tell him she fell and broke her neck. That way he will not have to spend the rest of his life picturing her final moments.
Interesting.
I thought we had at least bits of it. Now what fucking order? Seem to want 4 inputs. 40, 42, 11. Ain't sure how to ask that.
Now would you look at
Yes? Did you find her?
Well, there's no good way to say it. Rosa is dead. She slipped while getting water and broke her neck.
What? What do you mean?
What I just said. We found her body near the river. I'm sorry for your loss.
But, no, that's not possible. She was always graceful, dexterous. She wouldn't have fallen. You must have found someone else. I will go look for her myself once the legs have recovered. She's still out there. I can feel it.
Okay.
Look, sir, she had the birthmark. It was your daughter.
It wasn't. Now, please go. I need to rest. And then I need to prepare. Yes, I have to.
What a goddamn mess.
Such a young girl.
Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with this world.
I hope I'll never be a crushed, stocky man in my 40s. That combination. I hope to be a man in my 40s at some point. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get this from that, but... No? We have a bunch of these, but it doesn't seem... It wants 4 inputs, but we have a bunch that have 2 numbers. Oh, right, I see. So 1 is 1. 2 is 4. So 1, 2, 7, 2.
Interesting.
Yes, of course.
Oh, we did open it.
The hardest thing about business is minding your own.
Yes?
Have I been here? Is anything alive?
Easy.
Look at that, boys.
Really?
We're in for some fun.
Fucking hell.
Healing. Need healing.
They killed one of our heroes.
You'll regret this.
Now, don't die on me, will you?
I clicked several
We
times.
need you.
Lady does not go and help, man.
Corporal.
So weird that they call him that. Everyone's fucking corporeal.
Sounds like a plan.
Duelist sword. Oh, I see.
That way?
That's alright. And a fucking strongness ring, goddamn. What's going on, mate? Look at my fucking strongness.
Finally.
Small place. Oh.
Fine.
We now have, so a bunch of these notes we've found explains some legend as, which gives hints to what we can do with the items. So we have 2 bits now that we can go and wave at some statue and some asshole should appear and we can bin
many
him
are shocked to
and
find
drop
that
an
their
item.
troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars.
He's standing there.
Wrong place, wrong time, friend.
Healing. I need help over here.
Healing. Killed one of our heroes.
I need more time.
Fucking everyone's super Ricardo.
Come on, don't die on us now.
Corporal?
Yes.
Flee. Poot poot. 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 There's a barrel we haven't stolen shit from as well. Unless that's it. Another barrel. Is that double barrel? Oh no, wait, that was up there already. Yuck, yuck. There.
Uh-huh. Pathetic.
That might be it. Skirtington, drop sack.
Just give the word.
What's next?
Yes. Here we go.
Here lies some fucking guy.
Not now.
Trying to interrupt whatever the hell that is. Quartan Slay. So what is this? Reduce your cooldowns by 1 second with every auto attack. Oy vey. Have some more damage on your
Yes.
thing. I say die.
Fine.
What is it?
In you go. Pooped. Yo, Wilbur.
Dearest breath. You really killed them all. Just who exactly are you?
A former soldier. So this is the portal.
Yes.
Did you reconstruct it?
No, it was still intact when we found it. Which is more than strange, but that's also where the mystery ended. We couldn't activate it, even with the portal stone.
Turns out this island actually did sink and we just teleport straight into the ocean.
How did you find it in the first place? And what makes you believe it's connected to the island?
Hibernian stone tablets. You see, similar to the Shapers, the Hibernians had developed a magic that allowed them to travel great distances within a short amount of time through portals. By stepping through an active portal, it took you wherever its counterpart was located.
Teleportation.
Yes, but much safer and also available to the common folk.
I see. And how do you know this portal's counterpart is on the island?
Another long story, for which I assume you don't have the time. Suffice to say that I found a kind of map, one that outlined all the Hibernian portals, how they used to be back in their era.
Interesting. And these portal stones were required to activate them.
Yes, but as I said, it didn't help. I paid a fortune to buy it from a Chilean merchant, but I might as well have sung my incantations on a brick.
Where is that stone now? Can I see it?
You're really stubborn, aren't you? No, you can't. Because I threw it away.
Why?
Because it was useless. It was useless. Like all of this sodding, pointless horseshit I ruined my life for. Forgive me. I shouldn't have gotten so upset. This place, it just brings up memories.
Where did you throw it away? Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
Oh, goddammit.
There's a small shack near the old River Watch in the southwest. That was the day I had finally realized that I had been chasing a ghost all along. You'll try to find it, won't you? I can see it. Please. I don't know who you are. But believe me, it's pointless. You're wasting your time.
Let me be the judge of that. Will you wait here?
If you insist. It's not as if I'm missing anything in that sodding city.
Let's see.
Thank the Guardians you're here.
What's wrong?
Bandits. That's what's wrong. They've taken the excavation. What do
we know how to... Yes. Just stay where you are.
A fine plan.
That was what we did earlier.
Uh-huh.
Wood. Any new spiders?
Now
He's
would you
lying
look at
right
that?
there.
There. I think that's the shack Watley was talking about. Look at that. Could this be the stone?
Show me. Yes, that might be it. Though, that's interesting. This stone. It's ornamented with Hibernian runes. But it looks a lot like our Shaper rune.
Interesting. Well, let's get back to Watley.
It's also half. It looks like anyway.
Finally.
Fuck, he's bugged out.
Of the few refugees who make
might need to go back
Let me see.
further.
Got it.
Sounds like a plan.
Tiara's breath.
A form. So did you?
No.
How? Where?
What? Forgive me.
Where?
If you insist. It's not as if I'm missing anything in that sodding city.
See if we can run over there. Still fucky, but
Yes.
if we can make him not
That way?
talk about that crap, then we might be able to ask.
There. I think that's the shack Watley was talking about. Look at that. Could this be the stone?
Show me. Yes, that might be it. Though, that's interesting.
As you want.
Really?
You got it.
Watley? We found...
Whoa.
By the... What? How is that possible?
My guess is as good as yours.
But... This doesn't make sense. No, this is a dream. This isn't happening.
Well...
I need to see.
Goodbye, Watley.
Blazes, stop!
Too late. We need to follow him.
Seems we don't have a choice.
Yes.
No.
Though some cartographers may claim otherwise, the maps of Io are still far from complete. The Black Sea in particular has always invited explorers and adventurers to fantasize. Situated north of Fiara, many ships have fallen victim to its stormy waters, causing the number of expeditions to diminish.
Tiara's breath. It worked.
It felt just like traveling with a godstone.
Only that this seems to have been a one-way road. The portal is closed.
What about the portal stone?
I don't know. It seems empty. Activating that portal must have used up all of its energy. Question is, where's Watley? And is it just my imagination, or is the sun a bit lower than when we stepped through?
Possible. It's the same effect that occurs when using teleportation magic, a distortion in the fabric of time. In any case, I believe we should look for Watley. This doesn't bode well.
Agreed. Let's follow the path. He can't have gone far.
Yes, of course.
Sounds like a plan.
Hard to believe we're suddenly thousands of miles from Everlight. But there is something unique to this island, isn't there?
Yeah. There's hardly any magical signatures around us. Whoever lived or lives here, they haven't been in contact with the outside world yet.
Sure. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Get looted.
Fine.
Yashul Skenyar, Sro Cesar, Sro de Shar, Kaslanul de Shah, Srar.
What a thing to call someone. Hey, fucking snake. We have ya.
Bugger and blasted. What? Who were these creatures?
We have a portrait now.
What took you so long?
We entered the portal just after you. The teleportation caused a distortion in time.
Oh, of course. The writings mentioned that. Well, thanks for saving me. And sorry for being so mindless. These creatures, I thought they were going to kill me.
Who is this man?
I don't know. He must be one of the locals. But he doesn't seem to understand our tongue.
Please stop talking.
I do.
Fine. Now I'm lost.
So am I. How can you know our language?
Because we are both Kalal. You come from the Forsaken Land, which our people left behind hundreds of generations ago. Though your way of speaking is strange, be that as it may, I am not worthy of answering your questions. I will take you to our Yaris. She has predicted the arrival of outsiders, and it seems that her readings have become true. You will free us from Shar's snake spawn.
We come from the same land? You mean, you're also from Nortander?
Yes, but our ancestors left it behind. It's a long tale, and again, not one I am worthy of telling.
Who is this Shar?
Lakeshi, a renegade, a traitor. But our Yaris will tell you all.
All right, then take me to your Yaras.
Wait, Yaris? Tonde. This sounds a lot like the Hibernian tongue. Are you Hibernians?
Not directly. But again, our Yaris is better fit to explain that. Now please follow me.
That looked angrily hostile.
Yakul!
Saris Jadul! Mekil! I thought the snake spawn got you.
They almost did. These people saved me.
Okay.
Interesting.
They are
Shove
from the
him around a bit
Forsaken Land,
first.
Yakul. Just as she read from the stars.
By the name of the sun. Outsiders. Are they... I mean, do they speak our tongue?
We do. And I bet we have as many questions as you have.
I see. Gallus Danwaji, outsider. Thank you for saving this man. You have no idea what his death would have brought upon our village.
I promised to take them to the Yaras. Can you let us in?
I believe so. Take them to the Yaris, Mekil. She will want to know the stars spoke the truth. It was an honor, outsider.
Let's see.
Tondia, outsider.
Tondia Easter, mate. Como, fuck.
Did he just say star readings?
As I said, our Yaras foresaw your coming.
I see the
She
outsiders
read
have
it from the
arrived.
constellation.
Yaras. Yes, they have. Just as you predicted. And they saved me from the snake spawn.
Then you already have my gratitude, stranger. Mekil, you may leave.
Of course.
What sort of man is this?
Tandai, you're the outsider, aren't you? Interesting.
Was that it?
Well then, I'm a Shah, holy Yaris of the Ulias tribe. What's your name?
I assume Yaras means leader.
Not precisely, but yes. I am the leader of this village. So tell me, who am I talking to?
I'm Tahar. That man, he said you foresaw our coming.
I read the stars, yes. They told me that soon a stranger would come. One seeking for something to end a curse put upon his land.
The Bloodba.
Don't tell me. Our tribe has left the Forsaken Land for a reason, and whatever is happening there, it does not concern us. All that matters is that the stars sent you to save us from Shar, and that we, should you succeed, give you the Kasarlanthep stone in return.
Kasalanthep reading the stars. God damn. It's not like fucking planets and suns move around just to send you a message. It's not fucking Wheel of Ass.
I hate to disappoint, but me being here doesn't have anything to do with the stars.
Yes, it does. Even though not in the way you think. What I do, reading the constellations, it is merely interpreting a pattern that is already there. You see, we sentient beings like to consider ourselves separate from the world, but the truth is, we aren't. We're part of a complex whole. Characters, events, catastrophes, they repeat, maybe in a different shape, but with the same core. They are patterns ingrained into the fabric of existence.
Fascinating. This is just what the Hibernian priests always said.
In other words, you're saying that us being here is part of a pattern? So, your people fled from the mainland?
Yes, we did, which is why we were able to talk to one another. But that was a long, long time ago. And since you will probably ask, we left because we were persecuted.
Persecuted? Why?
Because of our faith. We followed the ancient teachings of the Hiberians, and though we were only a few and our faith was peaceful, the priestess of Tiara did not approve. We started to roam the lands in search of a new home, but wherever we went, people drove us away. Until one day, one of our sages found a portal. You can imagine the rest.
So, you worship the Hibernians?
No. They weren't gods. We follow their teachings.
Which are?
Quite simple. I know most remember the Hiberians as brutal dragon hunters, but they were so much more. I even dare say that their downfall was the worst that could happen to Io. But this is a complex matter. If you are truly interested, read one of our parchments. You should be able to decipher the writing.
Oh, trust me. I'll do that.
Queen Aelith is a direct descendant from the Hibernians.
Who?
Right. You wouldn't know. And you never wanted to return to Fiara?
No.
The Xarlanthep stone?
Yes, the ones who created the relic you are looking for.
You mean the Shapers?
If that is how you call them, yes.
So, we help you, and you give us the Nexus Stone in return. Is that the deal?
I don't know the stone by that name, but yes, if you help us resolve our problem, you can have it.
You don't even want to know what we need it for?
No. As I said, the outside world doesn't concern us anymore.
Alright, what do you need help with? Your Medusa problem, I assume, and this Shar who's controlling them?
Yes, but it's a bit more complicated. Shar is my son. Where should I start? I have two sons, Dul and Shar. According to the Hiberian traditions, it was set that Dul would succeed me as the next Yaras. As you can imagine, this was never easy. Shar never accepted Dul as the legitimate firstborn.
I think I can see where this is going.
It's not that simple. You see, their father died when they were both very young, and that shaped their personalities in very different ways. Shar was frail, sensitive, and emotional. He was always sick, had horrible nightmares, and often talked about these voices he heard.
He heard voices?
Yes. Not only during the night, sometimes even in broad daylight.
What did they say?
All kinds of things.
And turnip.
But nowadays, I simply think it was him having a too active imagination.
What kind of dreams did he have?
Everything, really. A lot of it revolved around his father's death. And then he had this one about the sacrificed woman.
The sacrificed woman?
Yes. According to him, he always found himself in some temple-like room surrounded by strange, puppet-like creatures. He walked down a hallway until he stepped into a room where there was a woman lying on an altar. I talked to our shaman about this, but he said that it might simply be his fragile mind. Now I believe that it also had something to do with his magic. A lot of gifted children suffer from strange dreams like that one.
And Dul, your firstborn?
He was the exact opposite. He was strong, always healthy and good with people, but hardly ever showed emotion. It was almost as if he was destined to succeed me.
How did your husband die?
His heart just stopped beating. a rare disease that had run in his family's blood for generations.
My condolences.
Smart thing to breed into the leader line then.
What was their relationship?
Well, Dul was very distant toward Shar, and Shar hated Dul with a passion. The day things got truly complicated was when Shar discovered his magic. His talent was enormous.
Who taught him? I assume you don't have universities on this island.
You are right. We don't. My duties as Yaris kept me from teaching him myself, so it was mainly the old shaman who died 2 years ago that taught him. But as I said, his talent was enormous. He didn't need much guidance.
Let's cut to the chase. Where did the Medusae come from?
Well, it all happened a month ago. One night, Shar and Dul were gone. The next morrow, our village was surrounded by snake spawn.
Wait.
Rallied behind my Shar.
He cast snake?
Being a talented mage is one thing, but where did all these Medusae come from? The snake spawn, as you call them.
A ritual. An invocation that has been passed down in our tribe for generations. You see, we do not know war on this island, and fate willing we never will, which is why we are practically defenseless. But that does not mean we are naive. Should our people ever be threatened by outsiders, whether they come by the portals or by ship, the snake spawn would protect us.
So, Shar used this ritual to bind the Medusae to his will?
Yes.
Interesting. I didn't even know Medusae could be conjured.
So you can read from the stars, but you didn't see that coming.
Oi.
Yes, I knew Shar was trouble, and I knew how much he despised his brother, but to go that far? No. Maybe I was just blind, but I didn't expect that to happen.
But what did he want? Force you to make him the next Yaras instead?
Worse. He said that since we are too blind to see, he would take matters in his own hands and enforce the trial of brothers.
Of course.
I don't understand.
In the Hibernian Empire, it actually wasn't custom for the firstborn child of the emperor to succeed him. Instead,
please stop talking, I hate you.
heirs had to compete in a ritualized duel, which mostly ended deadly for one of the parties. That way, or so the Hibernians figured, there would never be a weakling on the throne.
They forced siblings to kill each other? That's brutal.
You're right, it is. As much as our people admired the Hiberian faith, this wasn't a custom we ever adopted. Be that as it may, for the month, Shar had his snake spawn abduct villagers to help him restore the ruin up north, so that it's worthy of hosting the trial. Once that is done, he wants to challenge his brother to a fight at the mountain altar. You see where this is going. You need to bring him to reason.
How am I supposed to do that? I can't take on his entire army by myself.
I know that. So the first step should be to free at least some of our people he has taken prisoner. After that is done, we can discuss further steps.
These villagers your son holds captive, where can I find them?
As far as I know, he took most of them to the ruin up north, but the place is heavily guarded by snake spawn, and he has shut himself in, so you can't go there yet. For now, it would suffice if you took care of the smaller camp just north of the village. I feel bad to ask this of you, Tahar, but frankly our hands are bound. I just have to trust the stars that I'm not sending you into your doom.
Don't worry, we've fought worse.
Yes, I guess you have.
Why do you need me for this? You're his mother. Can't you just talk sense into him yourself?
Believe me, I've tried. And to be honest, until the first death, I thought that this was another one of his tantrums. But when the first villager his snakes captured on that first morning tried to run, he simply ordered them to shoot an arrow right through his throat. And Shar promised that if we make any attempts to stop him, he will take this even further. You see, Tahar, we aren't fighters. Our magic is meant to protect, to heal, and our weapons are only meant for fish and deer. But these snake creatures, you saw how dangerous they are. Right now, there is nothing we can do.
I tank it.
If we do this, Can you also help us return to the mainland?
Yes, I believe I can. Our Valis, our village shaman, knows a lot about the ancient portals. But until we have our people back, he won't be able to help you.
Fair enough.
How am I supposed to make him see reason?
If only I knew. Talk to him, convince him, make him realize what he has done. Just try not to hurt him, will you? But as I said, first of all, our people need to be freed. As long as the village is defenseless, we can't provide you with the means to take down his camp. I'll be here if you need anything. Now good luck, Tahar. And for what it's worth, sorry for burdening you with this.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Now would you look at that?
I think I saw 2 things. Why 4 can't... How do I exit the perimeter? Yodion. You're asking a lot when I can't get out of your fucking... Aha.
Save for the Medusae, this place looks quite serene.
Just picked up a thing. Seem to have started RTS mode.
A fine plan.
Shit. Are those bunne? No crabs here yet, so I'm obviously disappointed. Don't mean a thing if you ain't got crustacean. Oh. Yes, that's the formation I wanted. The weakest in front, for fuck's sake.
Let's see.
Ustless.
Will do. You read my mind. Interesting.
Mage man bins hard. Improved planks, oh boy. Snake sack. Oh, lo, snake sack.
Let's see.
I find the food. Now I have 10 food. Fisk, cabbage,
Understood.
and pumpkin.
Finally.
Staple of any meal.
As you want.
Healing. They killed one of our heroes.
Appear to be silenced.
Blazes, get up, will you?
Healing.
need healing.
Stop, suck.
Now would you look at that?
These make quite the pain. Infectious suffering. You're
What the
done.
hell? Blazes. This island is beautiful in its own way.
That's so.
One more dex and we could swing this fucking thing around. That would be nice.
Will do.
Kitty, no grunting. Another one of these. Well then.
If your life depends on it.
What do we need?
Look at them. All shaped like ass. Kitty, no grunty. You know the meaning.
Fine.
A lot of
That way?
medusaloids.
Fine.
Noob.
That must be the ruin the Yaris mentioned. The one where Shar wants to hold the trial of brothers. Blazes. Look at it. It's enormous.
And he's abducting the villagers to rebuild it? That's interesting.
It's weird is what it is.
You got it.
Fucking medusoid. Ooh, a sack.
I will do as I must.
Child's play.
Might have been unnecessary.
You'll regret this.
Corporal.
As you require.
What's this? Totem.
Are the Medusae attracted to that thing?
I don't know, it looked pretty good. I don't see why they wouldn't. Yeah, this is what I wanted. I wanted to come here and punch elves. This bear had the right idea, being dead. Oh. Man, Didi laughs his way into combat.
Let us make this quick.
Look, villagers.
Fucking from behind bullshit. Man refuses to cast. I click him, but he doesn't cast. Snake shield. Fucking Titan quest up in here.
Whatever's necessary.
It came out the thing. That's weird. That'll be weird. Fuck's sake. Oh, half a kitty in my nose suddenly.
Saris Jadul, you killed them. Who are you?
Your Yara sent us. Are you okay? Can you walk?
Yes, I think so. Are we free to go?
Oh, hello, Sweat.
Yes, they're awaiting you in the village.
Go? After all this cursed brat did to us?
What do you suggest? I don't know about you, but I have someone to take care of.
Well then go. I'll join the outsider. You do need help, don't you?
It can't hurt.
Then I'm with you.
Me too. I want to be there when that cursed child gets brought to justice.
I hope you know what you're doing, Ruslan. I really hope you do.
Just go. We'll be back.
So, what's the plan?
It's gonna be a porty stone somewhere.
They will fall.
Just give the word.
Pathetic.
Goddamn goats.
You regret this.
Why are all these naked men following me? Now is not the time for that sort of thing.
Interesting.
God damn.
Yes, of course.
The Romulians, isn't that some sort of swirly pastry? Spot a bin in the distance.
Everything has an end.
Good man, Ding Dong.
Whatever's necessary.
Medusanoids.
Fish, forests, fields. They really have it all, don't they? I can understand why the islanders are so fond of this place.
I'm very hungry. I just realized I haven't eaten since stream start. That is probably a time for that soon.
Got it.
Oh, found myself a stone. Into the ass of Timo. Although caramelizing onions does help keep my appetite in check, so thank you for that.
Uh-huh.
I think one of the worst things I've ever eaten was something called golden noodle, which was caramelized noodle chicken. It was fucking revolting. Onions are revolting. Caramelized onions is like an onion plus if it was a D&D thing trying to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, that's a big one. I also like them done right, which is not at all. My palate has, in my old age, become very averse to sweet things that aren't gummies. It burns. Gross.
Easy.
I've had to bin food because they put onions in when I asked for not. These guys are nuts. What are you doing?
Come on, don't die on us now.
The wide open sea. My, how I miss this. I guess we can't take a little break here, Tahar? Take off our boots and lay down in the sun a little?
You think now is the time for this?
All right, all right. Sorry for trying to enjoy life a little.
Got plenty of time to be dead later, I guess.
A fine plan.
Yes.
Did that miss? That looked weird. Nothing personnel, Snake Lady.
Sounds like a plan.
Interesting.
Fuck. Odd. The DK roasted onions in spatter is alright. There needs to be with some very specific shit, otherwise it tastes like it can't be asked with.
Sure.
Wouldn't wish that on anyone. Fuck 'em.
Yes.
You go up slope.
Sounds like a plan.
What a town center.
You got it.
And little
Leave
pig.
it to me. I can't.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Come on, don't die on us now.
Look at this idiot. Look at him. Look at this. Oh, this is mustache. I thought it was his mouth. We aren't warriors. Still want to run in your underwear and try to punch Satan. I say you're damn. Look at all the fish in the water. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to be able to get in from this side, am I? Fuck. Here's the block Healy thing.
Fine.
Damn, that's quite the block chance on the old Tabar. Also, goddammit. Yeah, we'll sort this tomorrow. So, but for now, time for watching. And, GN. Fuck, I need food.